Hello, this is me. You can call me Jake, you can call me Veldvig, you can call me many things. I answer to all of them because I'm online all the time and have been for most of my life. And you collect aliases. It's been a while since I've been on anything on YouTube. That was a weird sentence. It's been a while since I've been doing Let's Plays for anything because the past few months have been a health disaster. I had like a week of motion sickness and vomiting back in December, and I've been spending the entire past 3 months trying to figure out why the hell that happened and why it kept coming back. Right now, finally, it's looking like I have a permanent chronic neurological disorder called POTS, meaning my body doesn't regulate its autonomic systems correctly anymore. Probably caused by either a Lyme that didn't get treated in time, or wasn't treated thoroughly enough at the moment, or by COVID that I never knew I had. Both of them will cause neurological disorders after the fact, so that's fun. Now, it's also possible it's something I've had congenitally for most of my life, and I kind of think it probably has been. I've struggled with fatigue, really struggled with fatigue my entire life, and most of the right side of my body is kind of just mildly fucked up. But my guess is that having an infection of some sort popped that already existing chronic condition up a notch. So there have been parts of the past few months where I haven't been able to stand up for much time at all without vomiting. And now my heart rate will always be really, really high if I do even the mildest aerobic exercise, which is as you might guess, incredibly frustrating. So I'm working with that. I'm also like, oh boy, I hope it doesn't mean like, catastrophizing, like, oh no, my neurological system's going screwy. Does that mean I get like early onset Alzheimer's kind of stuff? I hope not. Anyway, I've always worried about brain damage and neurological damage. So this is kind of my worst fears realized, but you just gotta keep going. So that's what I've been doing. In the meantime, during all of that health stuff, I've been deeply is not exaggerating. I've been deeply involved in Disco Elysium fandom. So, all the time I was going to doctors and not being able to stand up, I've also been spent writing fan fiction and doing a little bit of fan fart? Sometimes it feels like that. Fan art for Disco Elysium, but mostly fan fiction. Because I like to write, and occasionally I remind myself of that, and then I write, and I go, why don't I do this more often? But yeah, so I have my opinions on Disco Elysium will be very different than when I played the first time. This is the final cut. This is my first time trying the final cut. This is my third time playing the game. My first playthrough, I was pretty much psychic, and my focus was really empathy. I had high size stats and high int stats. And I was really into empathy, conceptualization, esprit de corps, and perception. Now that I did a second playthrough where I just cheated and maxed out all the stats by fiddling with the save file, and that was really interesting for lore reasons, and just to get as much of the text of the game as I could, although you really don't still get half the text of the game. There's so much in this game. And now I have to angst over how I want to run this game, because I always want to run and see new stuff, but I also always want to play to get the stuff I like, which is the stuff you get if you have your stats. Let's see, I'm gonna have to mess with this because I know for a fact my poor laptop will just crap itself off if I put all of the effects up on high. Modest. So yes, I apologize, everything's gonna be fairly low effects because I'm playing this on a laptop, it's all I've got. I will be playing in English, maybe someday I'll play in Spanish to practice my skills. German I can already read fluently in, read and understand, but Spanish is still coming along. Volume is fine, voiceover mode, this is the big thing the Final Cut brought along, and I'm ADHD, so I'm really about it. Because, well, I love Kim's voice actor to pieces, and would gladly hear Kim just talk to me about anything. I also have the attention span of a noodle and read very quickly, so just having to wait for everybody to talk, it's not gonna happen. You're gonna watch me click through a lot of stuff. And they changed some actors, some voiceovers that I've heard from fans that I don't feel like they really should have. Full. Hey, voiceover mode, tell me something about yourself. Tell me, help me. What's the difference, man? Full. Psychological. Classic? I hope. Oh, is classic the old voices? Can I still get the old voices? I think psychological, means I don't get all the skills voices. I hope. I don't like the skills would be talking to you constantly. The voices in your head. Detective mode. The game automatically highlighted with a light border when the player character approaches it. That might be nice to have on just for the hell of it. I'm surprised they don't have text. I feel like I should wait a little longer for it to patch before playing it, but I'm not going to. Existentially difficult. Basically, that's the one if you want to play and have it really matter. Really feel more like you're actually struggling with addiction. Nah, whatever. I like the music. Twitch integration. No, I don't need Twitch integration. I'm just gonna pop this sucker up on YouTube when I'm done. Hopefully, I'm recording right. It says I'm always afraid that I'm not recording. It says stop recording in OBS, so I'm recording. I'm good. Twing! I love the music. Look at this, it's so pretty. Look at it, it's the pail. It's the pail. Whoop, whoop, whoop. New game, here we go. Okay, I never like to pick the ones I like to. I usually end up playing essentially the sensitive. But not so much. Kind of a hybrid thinker sensitive. I'd love to do a himbo run where I'm just like a physical brick someday, but it's really hard to make myself do it because I love the other stuff so much. Let's make it hairy. Let's make it hairy. Which Harry do I want to make today? Oh god, it's so hard. First I strip him down to bare bones, so I have all the stats to play with. Psyche is my child. I love Psyche. Psyche, you're so good. See, I would really love to go through the game like really, really clueless, but really good at sensing things. But then I don't get fun stuff like conceptualization, which is really fun. And motorics, like perception is a lot of fun. I love perception. And you have to have motorics to get some high empathy with Kim. With high empathy with Kim is the point of the entire game. So it's so hard. But Psyche, I love Psyche. Like, I literally could not imagine playing this game without high empathy and high esprit de corps. You would miss so much. So I'm gonna be a genius Psyche person. That's just gonna happen. I feel like average intellect would be fine. Honestly, you get enough points pretty early on that you can pretty much recover from anything you do to yourself. It's just there are a lot of things that aren't quite as much fun if you don't have certain stats up. God, I love Psyche. I love Psyche so much. Oh, see, I kind of want to be a himbo, but then I can't get aces high with Kim. This could be interesting. But I really like perception too. But you get some good thoughts that help you with perception. Do I want to be a sensitive himbo? I can pop my intellect pretty quickly. Psyche is just gonna be up there. That's just what I gotta do. Physique. I've never gone through with a high physique. It could be interesting. Motorics motorics terrible. I won't get aces high with that sucker, but I'll shoot down the body. Oh, by the way, in case you hadn't already guessed, you're gonna get a lot of spoilers here. So here we go. Well, let's try it. Why not? Why not? So we are a really sensitive himbo who trips over his own feet. I'm sorry, Harry. Okay, and then they redid a little bit all of the portraits for the skills. And I understand the skills much better than the first few times I went through this game. I know you're probably listening to me going like, you're worried about like early onset Alzheimer's. Not really, but you know, cognitive decline with this disease thing, and look at you talk. I am always worried about cognitive decline. I'm 37 and I am such a fuck up. But let's see, which is why this game is relatable. What do we want to make my signature skill? Empathy. Empathy is god of all skills, yes. Although I also love esprit de corps. But yeah, we're going in with empathy high. This is going to be such a mess. Let's see how it goes. I put in a lot of harder thought first few times I made this character. Let's see. But really, Psyche, if you don't have Psyche high, the fairies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown. R.S. Thomas. Game was once called No Peace with the Furies, but then they realized it sounded like No Peace with the Furries, and they made the good decision to go over to Disco Elysium. At least that's the lore I've heard. Hey, it's the ancient reptilian brain. I'm drunk. I know, I'm not dead. I'm not gonna die because then I wouldn't meet Kim. No ex-wives. Let's say this is great this time. Okay, I do. Hey, limbic system. Limbic system. It just always sounds. I don't know who we were to. That's slightly different text, I think. No, I want to know about something. I know about irreversible neurological damage, apparently. Damn diseases. I like pain and burning light and wanting things for people who don't want to give them to me. It's true, I do. I do. Let me off. I'm an idiot, a brave idiot. It's the giant ball and the evil oops, the evil apes. That's existential angst for you. That sounds like something I would do. That's sad, it is sad. That's how I actually feel about it, but I did lose. I feel like I lost sometimes too, but I'm keep going. You put your foot in front of each other, that's how it goes. Oh, there we are. There we are. Truly our bravest, best moment. Hello, Harry. Get your pants on, man. Get your pants on. It's a start. Getting your pants on is how you should at least start the day. Oh, shit. I'm naked in a room. Yeah, I know, I would... Oh, look, more animation. I knew that was coming. That was a thing. But I hadn't really registered that they'd have, like, different... Here's my pants. Did you know that you can strip these pants off to get increased stats? Yes, you can. Okay, I got my keys out of my pants, and I have pants on. That's an improvement. It's the whirling. Hey, whirling. So yeah, like I said, I've been writing Fig and talking to a bunch of other people who have all been writing Fig, so I'm super familiar with like everything. Not everything. There's a lot of writing this game, but there's a lot of brainworms that have infected everyone who writes this. Let's see. Let's look at my inventory. So these are my disco pants. These are my pants that are lucky they even have cuffs at this point. So yeah, you can take this off to get more savoir-faire, and that often happens early in the game. Poor Kim just sits there and goes like, why do you take your pants off? I'm not gonna comment. You're like, I took my pants off because I need to make this save. Sir. My blazer. Oh, I've got it on already. This is my police blazer. Doesn't it look policey? It looks so policey. Me and my police blazer. Oh, look! Look at that! Oh my! My intelligence is so low, I can't tell I broke this window. I broke that window. I threw my shoe through it. Because I am a very responsible adult. Commodore Red. Cheap red wine. That was me. Oopsie. I was angry at this tape deck and the world. One shoe! I am now wearing a single shoe. know where the other shoe is, but this time I'm playing the game, I'm not smart enough to know where the other shoe is. I can't run yet. Later you can run. Thank heavens. Okay, the funny thing about this, not funny, but the thing you might not think about if you see this at first, is that's a tie up there, right? Cool. We're good. There's a 50-50 toss-up as to whether Ari was right there under the fan because he was either trying to hang himself from it or autoerotically asphyxiating himself. So yes, this game has all the trigger warnings, so please don't be watching if you have any that you're seriously worried about, because they're all in this game. Which is part of why it's appealing to me. You can really project your mental illnesses and health struggles onto any and all of the characters, and they will all be relevant. This is my friend, the horrific necktie. Since I have high psi, he and I are gonna be buddies. So 1 second. He's not a good buddy, though. He has terrible ideas. Just, like, the worst. He's just the worst ideas. Is it doing that thing again? Where it's like... What is it doing? The mic can't decide if it understands where my desktop audio is coming from or not. It's very, very confused by this whole thing. Properties. Okay, it's trying. I don't believe it's doing it right, but it's trying. It says... Okay, we're still recording. Yes, OCD brain, we are still recording, right? It says stop recording, which means we are recording. This is how my brain works. This is why I find this game relatable. Everybody's mentally fucked. Alright. Anyway, so I really think either way he was doomed to fail, because this is not a sturdy fan. And he's not a small dude, so I really don't think he would have succeeded in either getting off on or getting dead from what he was trying to do. I want you, Ty! White trick. I have 17%. There we go. You can see that the modifiers here. You can look at your checks, and you'll see up green and red modifiers. So I got some modifiers, plus modifiers green, for turning off the fan. It makes it easier to get to that sucker. Okay, I hurt myself with light. Now, you can actually kill yourself right there if you're physically weak enough. Hey Ty, let's Oh god, no, I'm gonna die, really? Don't kill me. No, I need the tie. I need my tie. Don't make me not have my tie. The tie's my buddy. Oh, God. Well, I have to take off my pants so I can try to get that tie. This is what we do for our stats, folks. Oh, I should have taken off my pants when I tried to get it on earlier. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna have to leave you here, buddy. No, I can't. I can't leave my horrific necktie. Oh my. I need you, horrific necktie. I'll be back for you. We're fated to be together. Oh, it talks to me. I need it in a moment. It tells me terrible things. So I am drunk as fuck. Or was. And now I'm hungover as fuck. Got my shirt on. This is where my bestie is in the other room shortly. Well, not shortly, but in a bit. Oops, I broke the faucet off. I am struggling with toxic masculinity. A deluge. Let's touch my face. I love that you honk your own nose. The funny thing is that there's a lot of us who are fans of the game. A lot is a small word, but a lot of trans folks. And there's a lot of conversation about how this game, like, you know, you're like, oh god, what does my face look like? And like, a lot of us are like, well, I mean, you wipe off the mirror and you're like, hell, I'm a dude. Like, that would already be like, you'd be like, I'm already winning. This is alright. I'm cool. This is cool. I'm not half so worried about what you look like. Just be like, man, I'm fine with this. This is up. We're cool. But yeah, I don't think that's the reaction you're supposed to have. Face is just making itself. It's a neurological condition. It's indescribable. I'm afraid it's meant for the ladies. I'm going to try it at any of the ladies, whatever happens. I promise. I promise. I'm making some choices. As you can already see, there's a ton of text in this game, and there are some ways to get the text out of the game. Not out of it, but there are some ways to run through the text outside of the game. But that's still a massive undertaking, so I don't think I'll ever see all the text, which is sad. I promise. I will not make you liar. You can't even tell the truth yourself. Go ahead, try something. Encyclopedia. Electrochemistry. I'll have to bump up electro later. These are both ones I can retry though. I'm gonna try it though. Let's try them. The white checks I can retry. A minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it. I always manage to drop the expression because I put an effort into it eventually. I'm too dumb. Excuse me, I'm not dumb. I'm too low in int to be like, oh, this is from back in my old school, like my old I'm hip, I'm cool days. I'm so sad. My necktie. I'm gonna get you, necktie. I wanna get you. We're gonna be friends. I'll take my pants off if I have to come get you, necktie. Oh look, I can run again. Yay, that's always nice. There's money, and we're gonna steal the fuck out of it. We did. I'm proud of myself. I am a police officer, and I stole the fuck out of that petty change. I am a police officer. I did not know that when I first played this game, but I know now. Yes, we are still recording. Don't know where I am, except I do, because I have meta-knowledge. First time you play the game, you're really like, you are Harry. Like, you're figuring out as you go along. Then the other times you play, the experience is not the same, because you're like, oh, I know what's going on. Like, you know what you can find, and it's very different. It's one of those things where it's sad you can't kind of forget and go all over again, but you can't. Come on, load, my little puppy, load. I know my laptop is so tiny, and you have such a hard time, but you can do it. Hello, Revachol. Hello, Martinez. I am very familiar. Look, it's my shoe that I was not smart enough to guess I'd thrown through the window. Hello, shoe. We're friends now. If I have here are my tasks, and it's not going to show. There's a hidden one, which was finding my other shoe. Now we're friends, and I have a shoe. Apparently, I've had these for years. The tie I've not had that long. Anyway, that's me. This is Martinez, which is part of Evershaw, which Harry does not know currently. I may never know what the intelligence stats again. Oh, my cat is kind of upside down looking at me. Oh, you're so sweet, kitty. I love you. You're the doofiest. But that makes you better. I love her. Take a picture of her. She sits beside me in a cat tree that is at my level as I play or work. Hello, Glacia. I don't know if that's how it's said. That's a door. That's a woman.
Hello, officer.
Hello.
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Uh-oh.
No. Because you're a police officer.
Authority is an asshole. Always. My least favorite part of the side skill is probably authority. You're shitting me.
I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time. You've been here for
They put in
3
full
days
voice acting, like I said.
on official police business. I couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
I should have saved before I got into this conversation. I'm not in my save scumming mindset yet, which is where I need to be, because I just need to be there.
Could it be because of the drinking? Don't be so harsh. A fondness for contradictory statements.
Oh, I like a new voice actor. Or I don't know if it's the same, but some of her statements. She's like flirting with me.
I'm sorry. I was being glib. I'm sure you're a great cop.
Reassert yourself by being flirtatious. Oh god, I want to do it. I want to do it. It was going so poorly, but I want to do it. It makes my stats later. Yeah, let's go for it.
Alcohol raises testosterone levels, especially in men. The levels remain elevated after inebriation ends and the pain begins. You seek comfort.
She's very, like, she's much younger than I am, but she's very blasé. She's seen the world. Also, again, since there are a lot of not a lot, but I run in trans fandom circles, the mentions of testosterone and things are interesting, since there are various alternate universes people write in where either Harry or Kim are trans, and I've written in both.
She puts out her cigarette.
I guess that's Harry's voice. I don't like hearing Harry's voice. I like being able to self-project. Obviously, Harry sounding like me would be a disaster, but
Looks back at you. A light glints.
she thinks
No,
so.
it never stops.
Aw, well, that's good. I like that. That was worth flirting with her. Got some interesting little interaction off of that. I've never tried before because, it just seemed kind of inappropriate. And usually the first time I play, I try to make decisions that are what I would make in a game if I have the options, as close to myself as I feel I can get. Which was this game lets you actually adapt the character very well to yourself. I know a lot of people I play who are, including myself, who are neurodiverse, I think is the preferred term these days. It used to be neurotypical in the communities I ran in, but neurodivergent or neurodiverse seems to be more common now. We all really like the fact that, like, we kind of feel like the way Harry thinks, like this contradictory, constant self-commentary, an internal monologue. It's just extremely relatable. Also, you can make him neurodivergent in a lot of interesting ways, essentially. Like, since I'm ADHD, I just naturally made him high conceptualization, high empathy, and high perception. So basically, he had a lot of big ideas, saw a lot of things that weren't worth paying attention to, really, and was really concerned about other people's feelings, and couldn't do anything at all practical with any of that knowledge, which is really relatable. It's how I do, even without neurological disease symptoms, which I may explore. Being human is just sucky. It's weird. The what now? The living shit. Oh, hey, that's a cryptid reference, I think. I've never smoked. Volition is both helpful and really a buzzkill. Smoking does give you bonuses. Have I gotten enough experience to get my poor tie? I want my poor tie. Tie. I'll get there. I'll come get you, Ty. We'll be together yet. We'll be together yet. Aw. If you're a real asshole, you can try to, like, beat it down. You can see all my saves coming from my past. I have to get into the save scumming attitude again, because I will be wanting to do some stupid things that I would not have done in previous playthroughs. I'll have to convince myself to. And I have no idea what world I am, what the date is. None of this means anything to me. At least not to Harry. It means something to me because I played the game twice. But it means nothing to Harry. Mr. Dubois. It's Cam. I promised people I would call this first video I'm about to become Lieutenant Kitsuragi's problem. And I will. I will both call it that and I will become it. That's so funny to me that the door is just closed for the winter. Karaoke! I might not be smart enough to do karaoke. I hope I am. Whee! This is a very good scene, even though it can be good even if it goes poorly when you sing. It's terrifying if you go poorly. My soul is immense, man. Yes. Yep. Oh, interesting. Did I totally skip over, or was I not intelligent enough stats enough to ask Claudia about the fact, like, apparently I was spending all night singing this really sad song and then just trashing the place. Oh well, I'll find something tragic. We're cool. I can do that. I know what I can find, but I also know. Well, hi, Gart. You don't like me, Gart. Rat. That's fair. That's fair. I'll take this. Really never in too much trouble as far as... Hi, Gart.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter.
I like Gart. I don't know why.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero.
Oh, I don't like his new voice as much, even if it's the same guy. People think it might be the same person. I haven't checked, but I don't like the sound as much.
Yes, you are. A real... What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder.
Oh my
then
god, I
you
did all this.
crashed my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike. No, you see, actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters.
The voice, it's hard to read around the voice acting. That's just really weird. I don't really like that.
The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the ship.
Look, your buddy is over there.
Kim.
Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
He pretends not to hear you.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. No, I'm not the bar. I have 3 cafeterias to manage. 3.
They made him a lot more nasal. I like the soul voice.
Not me. I'm only standing in. She just...
He thinks he drove her off by trying to flirt with her. And it's very cute, sweet of him to be concerned about that, because yeah, it was actually completely, like, it could be really inappropriate, and you're like, oh, maybe he's a skis ball, but you figure out he's actually not, and he wasn't being a skis. They're both interested in each other, and he's really worried he drove her off. But I drove her off. Or, yes, I did. So, it was me instead. It's always me instead. It's my fault. In this game, it is usually Harry Dubois' fault. Hey, Lena. How you doing? Hey, look, it's the machine that Kim probably broke.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Oh, I kind of like her voice. I'm probably gonna turn off a lot of the voice acting because it's extremely distracting to me. It's not gonna ask if I want to lick it. What if I want to lick it? Usually they'll ask me if I wanted to. Electrochemistry has the worst ideas, but it's fun to listen to. Lick it, but only a little. I'm not gonna lick it. I feel like I should have had some little blips around my head earlier, but I guess maybe they're perception blips and I didn't get them. See, I'm not actually being good and doing the bad things that I should do. I'm doing what I always do, which is I always end up playing the game conscientiously, and that just fucks it up. Hey, Kim is the best.
A man in an orange bomber jacket is tapped as you approach.
Because he's awesome. Hey, Kim, you're the best character. Shake his hand.
I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting.
I don't know my name. Oh, I can do what? I don't really know my name. See how I do. Oh, fuck, I failed.
Yes, well.
Sorry, Kim.
It seems that we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the air. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force.
Yes, the police. I'm aware of policemen.
Right. And the interview?
He's not impatient with me yet. He's just like, okay, we'll get there.
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface, prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe good. But even if you haven't, have you removed the dead body from the tree?
You know what? Yeah. See, this is where it's hard because, like, the first time through, I was like, fuck, a dead body? There's a tree. Like, I literally thought, like, oh, a dead body in the tree. Like, somebody climbed up and died there. No, it's somebody who's been hung from a tree. But it's so much different playing and not knowing what's going on and knowing what's going on. Because this time, when you play like this, you're just kind of guiding Harry's reactions. The first time through, you're like, what the fuck is actually going on? I don't know. Where's the tree? What body? Who am I?
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree? So, the
body is still in the tree. It's been in the tree for a week.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia.
Which is on my blazer.
I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to internal affairs. And I'm with them.
Criminal investigation.
Criminal investigation. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with a letter. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage. But again, it's none of my concern. You
I don't have a badge. I'm a policeman and I have my badge.
Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
It's like, just in case you're lying.
We all feel that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that
He's very invested in being a
someone
cop.
has to figure out. But first,
He feels
we have
very
to
personally
figure out.
responsible for a lot of things.
I can see you drank last night and the night before. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said,
He really has no sympathy for your
let me
problems.
go out back and take the body down. After you.
Oh, that was kind of cute, that delivery. He's like, go for it. Hey, Kim. Kim is basically the game. Like, if you play this game and you don't immediately, within like 2 hours of starting, love Kim, you're missing the point of the game. Completely missing it. Kim is the best. Kim. I still can't propose to you.
What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Right? Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM emergency desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged.
Man, the voiceover is going to be so hard for my brain to process around this reading.
Behind the whirling rice hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been during that time. The victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between a security guard or worker of some sort hired by Wellpines. To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that there's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union, that's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city. That's right. You mean like a brief? You want me to brief you again? There's no reason to wing anything. 3 days ago... the
No,
RCM
Kim, I'm
during
just
that
say I've heard it
the
already.
victim had been stripped of his... Okay then. Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Kim, you better believe it is a mysterious case. I'm going to make it one.
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute.
A DeLorean polymath, huh? Kim makes some funny references.
I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
He likes it if you say this.
I'm relieved that you agree. Do you know the feeling when you've begun filling in a crossword, but some of your answers don't quite seem to fit? That's the feeling I have right
What
now.
is a crossword?
Ah, right. Your condition. Never mind.
He's not
Well, I
sure
meant to say that
he
we
believes
have a
you
puzzle
early on.
in our hands, but not all the pieces. Yet. No, it's not a particular. The deceased is a security guard for a I can assure you nothing like that will happen. Do you know why not? No, something isn't happening because it's not part of reality.
He's really good at dismissing you.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a pissing competition.
He does have no time for politics.
Don't know. I assumed you were in on it. That's good. Better still than an imbecile cop-up. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If later. Was there
He's really good at,
anything
like I said, at shutting you down.
Good.
Sexy dark mystery twist in the case. I want my Inland Empire tie before we do that.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something?
Ooh,
other
he
than
nailed me.
personal affairs?
The delivery on that one was good.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having not a fan.
He has to deal with people's issues old enough. And management. 2 sergeants and 8 officers. I need to remember that. Because fic. Like, it's really hard when you're writing fic to remember that this poor man is in charge of, like, a bunch of people. As well as having to put up with you.
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Focus on other people's struggles, not your own. That is a relief.
Yeah, it's probably true, and probably I should do more of that. But this
The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Excuse me? Detective, if I may be
is a
frank,
strange
you
state.
seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering. That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation. Not
It's a journey of self-discovery, Kim.
You'll still have your evenings to yourself.
Only the self-care.
Please do. We wouldn't want your regiment to spill over.
Kim, you have no idea how much my regiment is going to spill over into everything. It just is, Kim. Kim, I write fic. It's the regiment has spilled.
Yes?
It's gonna work? Zero burn to bear now.
And what has led you to that conclusion?
He just rolls.
That is a common side effect of overindulgence. It will pass. I find that highly unlikely. It's not unusual for detectives to feel complicit in a crime until the perpetrator is apprehended.
He's had to see a lot of people do ridiculous things.
So let's get back to it, shall we? Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. That's a fact.
Like, you get a lot of good information about it from your Astra, but I can never be an assistant.
That's correct.
You can't call muster enough testosterone. No, I don't.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
I don't mind my glasses. If I lose hearing at all, I've lost some hearing in my ear because of whatever's going on. But if I ever lose enough, I need a hearing aid. I'm gonna make it I'm gonna make sure it's funky. Always make it fashionable. No, I'm gonna get not normal glasses. I didn't say this the first time because it seems so like awful, but he responds okay to it, and you cannot immediately be a racist Astra, which is good.
That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's a part of the world, obviously. A geopolitical entity, and a geographic division. You're barking at the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite.
He really, really wants people to just look at him and see Revacholier, somebody from Revachol. And he's... Yep, there we go. He says it himself. And he's really struggled his whole life with people's racism here. Poor Kim. Kim has a lot of intersectional issues. Yep. And he has practice shooting that question now.
No.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but
Something the matter, detective?
His authority is disabling me. There's a lot of it.
the lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you see
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. What?
Think?
the lieutenant produces his smoke.
I usually talk to my tie. I need to give him my tie.
Let's change the subject.
Kim, I'm gonna marry you. Because we're both canonically queer. Yay. Good things. I'm already failing myself. And my conviction to do all the bad things. I just can't, Kim. I just can't. Too much of a square.
On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack.
No idea. Looks like he works for Wine Pints, a logistics company.
It's like
in operation.
whispers. You not want to wake him up.
Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
The man does not mind.
Kim, I stole some stuff, Kim. Are you judging? Judge me, Kim. Let's see. I don't think I have good cop, bad cop points yet. Kim, let's go pick on Lena. Lena's very nice about me picking on her. Hi, Lena.
Hello
The
again.
lieutenant nods politely.
Why, you are, officer. And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
Yes, Kim. He's not listening to me, though. Kim. Oh, Kim. How I pine for you. I want to flirt with Lena.
Rascal.
Oh, she's so cute.
Old for you, and too married besides.
I love her. She hangs out in bad company, but I love Lena. So cute. It's so cute. Like, most people I wouldn't flirt with, but actually I like Lena. I feel like it's comfortable. She'll flirt with you. She tells you you're a very handsome man if you don't flirt with her first.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I'm Lena. My husband Morel.
Gary is a
and I
terrible
stay with
man.
my friend Barry just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away. Whatever do you mean?
She's excited.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
I do.
Partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Yes, and it seems to me that you do well to stick close to him. And even if he weren't there, I don't think you'd have much use for me. Thank you, but Martinez isn't perhaps another time.
I like her.
What do you mean? Sequence?
A partner who needs you, I can assure you, with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
There are, Kim. That's what we discover at the end. But I'm sorry to break that to you.
Gentlemen, no need to squabble.
Oh, she likes watching this
I
fight.
wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
Come on, tell me you don't let these two stunning specimens don't enjoy watching them fight inside of you. Inside of you. There's a Freudian slip in front of you. I haven't written that fic yet, that's for sure.
Thank you. Perhaps another time. Yes, dear. I'm a paraplegic. No, dear. I'm not quite that old. Although I was injured in the line of duty. Nothing so glamorous, dear. Though when I was young, I dreamt of planting a Revacholian flag on some figurative. I was a training and development manager. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be.
I mean, I got
and, well,
sick as a
once
pet
I
sitter.
happened to be under
Probably a
some
tick while I was
obsession.
walking dogs.
I was lucky.
That's
This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays.
That's one of the nice things about this game is like everybody's living with some kind of compromise that comes with age and accident and just wrong place, right time, right place, wrong time, wrong place, wrong time. Just the vagaries of life. Everybody's struggling with them. And it's reassuring when you're also like late 30s like me and you're just fucking around and lost. Or have a body that works oddly, or a mind that works oddly, or both.
No problem. Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Oh my. You know where we are, right? That's right. And where is the Whirling Rats cafeteria itself located? We're in the city of Revachol, dear. Yes, and Revachol? How would I even begin to tell you?
Revachol, I haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol, speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
It's a bad year, my like 40s or 50s. I don't even know how old I am.
There. The year is 51.
The lieutenant studies you.
He's like, oh, he wasn't just shitting me about this. Kim, I wasn't just shitting you about this. I'll be shitting you about a lot of things, but you're my buddy now, so you're stuck with me.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
So you can see the political alignments already being revealed to you here that you'll explore further in the end. I worry so much about... I hope I don't get too extensive nervous system damage. Cop regime.
Oh, sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought
I'm gonna be
that,
communist.
other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct.
They had some help.
Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign power. It is quite disappointing, yes. A lot of people... Oh dear, this is troubling.
So we're pretty much at a place people try to government squabble over and control.
Not in the traditional sense, the status of law, but we should stop for today, sweetie. You didn't do too well, dear. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things. History and places. Remembering reality, in a word.
A sigh.
But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what the world needs. And while I'm no doctor...
Well, that's true about my condition right now, too. Like, if I'm losing neurological functioning, what can I do about it currently? I have doctor's appointments lined up. The past is the past.
Defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago
42 years ago.
Something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it.
So he was two.
42
He
years ago.
and Cam were about two when the revolution happened. So they're just pre-revolution births, pre-revolution kids.
It has something to do with everything. Someone more educated in...
No, I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Good for him. He keeps out of your business.
Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Of course, dear. Good luck with your case.
You're the best, Lena. Stop hanging out with racists. I want my tie. I want my tie. Kim, I want my tie. It's up there in the room. It's sitting there and I want it. I want my tie. Hey, Gart. How you doing?
The man with the unimpressive.
Mr. Gard, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct...
Her bread.
What?
I think I just want to see what happens to that.
I have no idea what that means. What is this, a joke to you? Is this what you get when you call the police now?
Sir, I understand your concern, but we are here to do a job, and for us to do it...
Yes, of course.
Authority
It
1.
took us a while to arrive at the scene, but it also took you...
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What Martinez? No.
He's under my usual
Only
jurisdiction.
sometimes I like to keep an eye on.
But you still
He has
know
3.
your way around.
One of them is a truck, a food truck cart.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here.
Like, son,
I used to work here, and I'm not going to start living here again, if that's what
it's like when people ask you for directions on campus and you're like, I literally only know how to get to my classes, folks. At least if you're like more than if you're a higher up student.
I didn't imply that. Detective.
Who, me?
Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have everything. You?
I've never failed the Cousteau check and had kept myself come up with that stupid name before. I knew it was possible, but I'm glad he's just rolling with it.
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up. That's easy. See that door there?
Oh, come on. You don't use net. Don't you?
To your right, you should
He's
see a big
assassinating.
a really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there.
I just
No
heard.
need for the keys. The whole. I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. She went away because none of your business. Does she? Maybe she does. Maybe she pertains to the apocalypse.
Aw.
Sylvie is not here because I asked for her number. The dead body out back didn't help either, but it was mostly me. I hope you appreciate it.
Thank you.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt
She actually-
obliged to.
They got really confused. Their wires crossed. They actually
Now,
are
what's
interested
so
mutually in each other.
fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
I don't know. I just went for it.
Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe... Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real.
I owe him money.
No, you don't owe me street cred.
I don't
You
have
owe
street
me
cred,
money.
so that's good.
You owe this establishment 130 real. What are you, a philosopher? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or 8 bottles of potent blend, and 9 packs of oil. Use it for everything, really. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry. I don't think cops take bribes.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
Kim is very pragmatic about a lot of the nature of police work, but he's also very idealistic about it, which is a strange combination. It helps make him fairly complicated as a character.
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Marknase, and it's a cold spring.
So true. I'm unhappy for a while longer.
If you run out of money, you die.
Yep.
It's like that for all of us. Me too. That's why I need you to pay me. I'm not an asshole.
He actually isn't. I like Kurt.
Yes, it is. No, you see, that's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times
100
smaller.
times smaller?
Yes.
But that's horrible. This is always one of my favorite exchanges. Smallest of the money.
Positively suppresses a world-weary sigh.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. Then there's the window you... Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually, more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of... I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here...
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. Officer, you really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Code.
Good luck.
expression, not a place. A saying, up on Marvel Hill, a great high place, one that is impossible to climb back to.
The past and hope. Here's my first that cabinet thought. That's what are my negatives? Well, I'm bonuses from thoughts. +1. Factual memory returns. So I don't have any negatives from that one. That's nice. Do 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 do.
Can I help? What thing? Yes, not the whole damn union, thank God. Just the nastiest and... They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. Think they're big shit. But
Ooh, I got nailed again.
We should find out who this Lord faction is, occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. Men get hungry, even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow.
People are gonna isolate that line of dialogue fast. Now that it has voice acting.
what are you, a cook now? That's none of your business. And want me to make an exception for you? You're not even fine. Okay, the kitchen is closed until 1 p.m. because the cook is... What? Another thing. Great. I love them. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Have you got it? A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money.
There's some place where you can try to run away when he sends you owe him money, but I don't think I got the dialogue. I didn't treat it the right way to get that to happen. Oh, Ty, I will be there for you someday, Ty. You are my good Ty. Whoop. Oh, I tried to wake him, but it didn't work. I really want to talk to my damn Ty. But it's stuck up there. It just gives you bad life advice anyway. It just really, really wants you to get drunk or high, or drunk and high. Okay. People don't like us here. That's a tragedy.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here.
It's funny when they have different voice acting.
Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there.
But
As you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up.
Thank you. My head... Excuse me? Oh. Well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sick. Okay. Since the street sign's messed up? Okay, it's there. In the yard, right? What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez. This intersection is called Roundabout North.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
sorry, Kim, I'm actually this messed up.
Here, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements, the harbor gate, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't spot some shops and a bridge, the canal bridge, just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and the fish, it's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez in no problem. Of course, I won't hold you. Sure, keep them. I have another person.
Kim, look, I'm gonna be looking real good now. There we go. Don't I look snazzy? Do I have enough to get my interfacing up so I can get those?
Hello again.
Hello, officer. I really, really would like to get my interfacing up so I can get my tie. I do not have a bag, but I know where to get one. You can just kind of be randomly nice and or not to objects. It's pretty fun. Hello, Renee. It's weird not having INT, because INT means a lot of time I would have second thoughts about a lot of the things I'm seeing, and I don't have them, and it's making me go like, what? I'm broken. Tibbs. I know who Tibbs is.
Probably some kids.
He does not like kids. I miss my tie. Now I can pick up Tare. Tar, I would think it would be said, but I don't know. Kim, you always look out of the water here. What are you looking at? You're ignoring me. Because I don't have enough perception to see the bullets. I am not yet wealthy enough to make those financial investments. Choices up there. Whoop. Funny, it took me that long to have that thought.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies. An off-key melody.
Kudos. Calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken, and the bookstore shouldn't even be on this...
A single beep indicates that the line. You ring the doorbell, but no one. All you hear is static. But you ring the doorbell, but you wait for a minute or two. But all you get from the call looks like someone has melted half the plastic off. You hear static from the intercom speaker. It's
Yes, hello.
Oh, there's the voice acting for this.
Have you come to place an order? My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your... Michelle, just please. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. Ever since I came to work here,
a spot of static overrides her.
it's so nice. It's so nice to be able to...
She sounds like she's about to cry. She doesn't answer. Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay. Another seagull passes by.
It must have been some kind of faulty wiring. We should maybe stop playing with this doorbell. It looks ancient.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates.
Yeah, the voice acting actually makes it hard for me to get into the reading, which is weird. I may have to turn it off at some point. Wait, check. I'll try that again in a moment.
Silence. No one's home at Fortress Accident. Silence. No one answers. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. Silence. No one. This button looks new, but some...
Oh, this button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell. Wait.
Yes, hello. This is Titan Penny on Elysium. Have you come to place an order? My... It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice. Michelle, just please.
These are radio ghosts. It's kind of implied they're both radio ghosts and possibly ghosts from the Pale.
I thought you didn't care.
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone.
Ever since I... As if my mind...
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed.
I have enough empathy. You don't like listening even though you know it's real. That's me in video games. It's like, I know these people aren't real. I just can't be an ass.
Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by. No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then
This is Revachol.
So,
Usually she tells you that if you want to worship her, come to the beach.
it was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
It's true. That is true. I didn't get the dialogue part, or they removed it, or I don't have high enough stats for the part that's like, if you want to Meet me or worship me, come to the beach. I don't know if that was removed. I'm close to where I can level up and get my darn tie. Kuno! There's Kuno. Kuno doesn't sound the same apparently, which is just gonna make me sad. Kuno's voice was wonderful.
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor cab. Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the whirling in rack.
We're gonna pry bar the fuck out of this, Kim.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno.
Her voice is the same, I think.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Kuno's not as aggressive as he was, that's sad.
Murder was the case, don't go.
Kuno's is a little odd in a lot of ways. Is that so? We could try it. Kim, hold my beer while I tried to climb up that ladder. I would actually do that in reality. I would try it. But I'm also tiny, so my odds are much better than Harry here's. Winch! That's just an oxidizing winch. If I had a dime for every oxidizing winch I stared at. Let's see why. I gotta try it, so. Oh, I got that one. Boot. And it's pretty obvious. If I couldn't figure that out, I'd be a pretty bad detective. I am a pretty bad detective.
What is this then? A tool shed? Let's see.
Kim's like, are there tools in there? Kim, I know you're just a mechanics nerd. You're a nerd, Kim. We're all nerds here. And I'll level up so I can get my tie. I want my tie. I want my tie. Kim, have you noticed that I'm picking up bottles, Kim? I'm a hobo, Kim. You are a hobo by association. Oh, it's sad not having conceptualization because I'll just say great things like I'll be like, oh, a dinosaur or a sea monster.
We can sit on benches after.
Kim, I could sit on this bench for like half a second and then I can have more stamina for the case. Have you ever thought of that, Kim? Yeah? No, you don't sit. None of us sit. We don't sit, we don't eat. We just keep going. There's a tree in it. That's true. Good call, officer. Just waiting to get some experience so I can get that tie. I don't know why you would close a door for the winter. I didn't really thought about that. The sick part where they're like, yeah, it has 3 Ds. Live with it, reader. Hello, racist dude.
Welcome to Rivachol.
Oh, he sounds much more hostile now, which is good.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture. while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government.
These are already wasted. They're good lines.
I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it.
I think a lot of people in the fandom, at least a lot of us writing fandom people, just kind of have it headcanon that Kim, like, he wouldn't travel if you offered it to him. He's like, fuck it, this is my fucking city. It's a mess, but this is it.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
We do.
The lieutenant exhales.
It's both. It's nice as guys to get things like that off your chest. Especially when someone's just so fucking unpleasant that you have every excuse to do it.
Whatever you say, officers. Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the strike, oh, they've been at it for a while. A month, 2 months. Apples. Yeah, apples. No.
No.
It's my last one. Why would I do that? I'm an honest man. I bet.
I should just really just do a run where I'm an asshole. It's so hard to do, though. I mean, I would be an asshole to this guy on in most ways and not feel bad about it, but it's like trying to take his single cigarette. It's just, I shouldn't have a problem trying it, but I still do.
Sorry I couldn't be of any help.
Mocking me with his cigarette.
It's about biological determinism. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge. You might want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like common sheep. I'm not just racist.
I'm not racist who's read other racist shit.
The science of threshold theory has all been proved, even if
I love you, kitty. I love you. We'll go to bed in a moment. Am I scratching your head or your butt? Oh, your head. Good.
So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory. It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races.
Can I punch him, Kim?
What might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new subrace, with unknown characteristics, leading to extra competition. Don't push your luck, Runt.
Fuck you.
Looking for something, Runt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
You deserved it. Also, it was a very mild fuck off. Hey, I don't get the shivers check where it's like, I enjoyed telling him to fuck off, Kim. Oh, that's sad. Come on. Because if sometimes you get a shivers, not shivers, but half-light maybe check where it's like, you're like, man, I enjoyed telling him to fuck off. Kim is like, you really shouldn't tell most people to fuck off, but yeah, that one was fine. Go for it. tell that man to fuck off. Oh god, now I want a croissant.
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
I don't have the money and I'm not sneaky enough to steal it. Kim just always just stands and waits for it. It's like I don't know. We're too far, and we're not even far enough along for iPods, so you could even have that to listen to. I love dart machines. They're so fun. I wish we had in the US.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have, I don't know. Nosafed is a nasal spray. I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's no, sorry.
It's pretty much not enough.
St. Baptiste. Yeah, St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one. Guess not, no. I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and...
I always think it's interesting to see the mechanics on this because that's the rules.
The pale age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale, you know. I mean, I already said it. No, Frick only sells legal drugs, like the law says. Welcome to Frick. Feel free to look around or something. You mean this?
Yay, kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got like famous people.
The funny thing is, when you say that, Kim's like, you're such an ass for assuming that's not contemporary culture.
Yeah, like kind of boring, but you know.
I can't ask her about misconceptualization.
I don't know. Frick, a 7 to 11 grocery. I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't.
If you have conceptualization or encyclopedia, let's know that it's because it's trademark. There was already a Frit with 2 T's, so they had to do trademark. To trademark one with 3 T's to avoid conflict.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be reality. You mean?
Economic reality? Wow, good for her.
I don't really know anything.
15.
I mean, yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, I don't know what we're in Frit as mankind or as a nation in a good place. I mean, science is doing great.
I feel like some of this dialogue is new.
Radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know. I don't know. Look at the clock. When ordinary people take over the government, and yeah, it happened like 50
Ancient
years
history
ago
or...
or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean. When ordinary...
Oops.
Yeah, it happened our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, cool. I don't really know anything. I mean, I don't...
I actually like this voice actor for some reason.
So not really. No. I didn't know. I don't know really long.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you
Okay.
Just like, why are you drilling this poor teenager?
Uh-huh.
Kim, I think she's guilty. I think she did it, Kim. She did it. Believe me. I just want to get my tie. I've never failed to get the tie down. My tie. I need you, tie. Come to me, my pretty tie. I should stop soon. It's almost midnight. The thing about playing the game is that I'm not writing fic, and I actually really like writing fic. So this is. You can do all kinds of things that even there's a lot of writing in this game, but you can do things that I just couldn't do elsewhere. I wanted to talk about having said fuck to the lorry driver guy. Sounds on wheels.
This paraphernalia, not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy. Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
I still am like, I wish I could just beat that window in, but you can't. Hello, Striker, who is not actually Striker. Oh. I had enough encyclopedia to get that one. I'm surprised. Hello. Strikebreaker is not a Strikebreaker.
Bastards! We have a right to work.
Different voice actor. Or re-record either.
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down. Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make us. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. I don't trust cops. But I can see you understand.
Right to work. Right to work.
Maybe you should ask them questions like, we have families to feed, you piece of shit.
His delivery is really weird for you saying.
So do we, Scott.
I like calling me manana.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss. I know nothing about a murder.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor fuckers.
Right to work.
It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockade.
We are not picking a side in this just yet.
Pity.
Let
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, this beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we
have the
honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful. Not
And they
boys.
give you a lot of pointers that this guy is obviously not who he says he is, like he's a military aircraft. They're obvious in retrospect, and they were obvious at the time too, but
Crisis. If union fucks don't want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your
Kim Tintel too.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market. We were promised work. We'd be in there, working. If the main gate's locked, we'll take heavy ordnance to
You
bust
can
it
see
open.
that he's
Try to
also
get
making
into the
military
second
assessments.
Door's locked. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean
Head measure.
huge Seminoles guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategic.
Again, you can see he's military.
And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, but that one's no joke. And my men are tired and hungry. They're worker, like civilized folk, you mean?
Native folks again.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now. If you can't get in anyway.
No. They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Eat the...
Want my tie, want my tie, want my tie. Hey, Tommy. Guess we could go talk to Kuno. Let's talk to Kuno and then we'll quit.
Oh yeah, never thirsty, Kuno.
My brother somehow pissed Kuno off enough really early on when he played that I just wouldn't talk to him. I want my tie. I want 20 experience points to get my tie. Kuno, I just want my...
Kuno's got the
Right in the dick, Kuno.
love it in the dick. Can't talk, pig. Shit,
Oh, they made him sound like a kid.
throwing rocks.
He didn't used to anymore.
Yeah, Kuno.
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rape, Kuno. He should throw the rape.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rape is?
What should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
The fuck are you?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy
Trap
that.
shit.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Kuno, pig. The fuck are you calling a dick?
Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to
Oh no, she's gonna do this. Forgot she does this.
help. Pig's got Kuno. Help. Ray.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help!
Escalate, Kuno.
Take the name, Kuno! Somebody, please! Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno! He's showing his genitals! If you don't
You actually
want
punch him
Kuno,
here,
help,
which is...
too late. Look, I know you wanted to hit me. You got that. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look. I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut his shit down. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno.
Kuno turned you into his prison bitch.
No, you're not. You can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever.
Okay. Kuno is kind to his bitch.
That's a funny delivery.
Remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click.
Oh, my empathy is not bad.
Shitload.
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
I have no idea what the usual is.
Kuno's fucking. Kuno uses the fuck probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit was. You ain't
Down the
Kuno.
road.
Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. I don't know. Some
I don't know.
Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need to know basis, and you don't need to know. just a couple of pigs sniffing around in...
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? Shit. Get the fuck out of it.
You can't do that.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport sh... How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool... Course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the docky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. Not for you, pig. Kuno
can't wait.
Physical histories, I was like, yeah, go for it.
Good call,
Much, much.
Meister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno doesn't...
I just really want to get 100 points and get my tie. Let me get my tie. Oh, I'm so close.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with... Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to... Fuck does Kuno...
Kuno writes that down.
Dunno. Kipka's gardener used to work there. Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Look it up in the library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain.
Kuno's funny because he's like super redeemable as you go along. You figure that out. Like, I don't think he even knows half the things he says are slurs. They're just words that he's heard. He kind of gets it and kind of doesn't.
Kuno just says shit.
So, like, he just said it. He just says shit.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, pig. Fuck does Kuno care about...
He's a little interested.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking...
Kuno, it's so funny to hear you like sound like a kid instead of like weird and shrieky.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Yep. Kuno is much more fucked up than Kuno. In a weird way, she's really creepy, but it's not her fault.
Fuck you whispering about?
What you whispering about?
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig. Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She smoked him up.
Stop talking to him. Kuno,
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno, talk big. Kuno's got it under control. Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer. Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard? She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was...
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something certain.
Kuno means she killed someone. Killing is serious shit. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good.
The creature peers at you both from over the...
Kuno means she killed... Are you getting it? She's probably killed a pig too. Forget Kuno.
The creature peers at you both
if you have the right
There is something searching.
stats, you get the information on the fact that it seems like she's probably at the right size to have killed another child.
She would have liked to fuck. Look, Kuno's gonna put you in here. Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. Snuff radio shit.
That's right. There used to be a snuff radio operation here apparently, and it's never confirmed as far. I don't know if the final cut has anything about it. But my theory is that she was that they took her and used her as part of a snuff show, and that she had to kill another kid for it, and she got out somehow, and is now on her own, which is really, really dark. Again, the game never confirms that. That's just my theory.
Fuck knows. She says it's the crazy people.
I think these are mythological figures.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. Yeah, she was just there.
Apartment building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet. By the Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I don't know. Someone left.
If you have the right checks, it says, they say it seems like a murder coma.
Like a dog.
Like she's like the after effects of having murdered someone for the first time. Psychologically.
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking. Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno calls her C. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her. Sneak up on you later and fuck you up. You understand? Alright. Now we can do business. Yeah?
He just wanted you to know where he stands with Kuno's. Like, he really does. Like, she's fucking with him big time, but he actually considers. He's actually genuine about wanting to protect her, too.
See, relax. He respects the Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for
Kim's probably like, this is the first thing we do. We have a heart-to-heart with a kid about another kid who murders people, and then we get involved in drug running for the kid. Good job.
That's right. Kuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded. Kuno doesn't.
Kuno, you just said you fucking cared. Let's see. I want to level up whatever it was that was my white check that didn't let me get my tie. We're gonna get my tie, Kim. Fuck, we're gonna get my tie, Kim. It's really taking work to get used to having voice acting for all of it. Like, I'm really good at coming up stuff in my brain, in my mind, visualizing things. And this is really just throws me way off to have it all just like there. Super strange. Hey, Bart. Ooh. I do. I would absolutely. I don't know. I wouldn't really like if I. Yeah, I am. I would sing karaoke. I would suck at it and be really, really nervous, but I would want to. Do 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 do. Yep, I know nothing about this world that I am in.
The lieutenant gives it. The lieutenant.
You can actually like, pound on it. I don't know if you have to have higher physical stats or what, but there is something. Kim, look at my mess. This is my mess, Kim. suitcase on the rack. I feel like pretty much Kim's life in this game is trying not to look at things.
And by that you mean crimes against
I define bourgeoisie morality in here. To fight it hard. Kim, you're always giving me shit, man. I mean, I deserve it, but seriously. No, I meant this. No, never mind.
I have no idea what that means.
Sorry. Usually I like impressing Kim, but occasionally it's fun to really disappoint him. In my world, the option to go to sleep is always an option. Is there a suitcase on the coat tree? Oh right, I came up here to see if I can get my damn tie. Kim. Savoir faire. So it better work. I want my tie. Tie's my drinking buddy. Kim. No! This is I'm gonna load the game because we need the tie. I don't know what you would do without the tie. The tie is your Yes! I got my tie, Kim.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
Please admire my domicile, Kim. It's terrible. Alright, we should quit here. I got what I wanted to out of this, which was my tie. Oh, I want to pry open that thing. I could get a key, but who wants a key when you can pry bar something open? Let's go get a crowbar real quick. Kim, that's what we're gonna do. Doodle 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 doo. I'm missing conceptualization. Makes me sad. At least I get to pry bar the fuck out of something, which I couldn't do if it was high. I feel like just not having the tie would not be right. Tie is part of your past. The tie is meaningful. It's a skinema. Kinema.
There's no use pressing the heat button. It won't start without the ignition key.
It's like, don't touch my car. Yep. Think you could drive my MC. That is the correct translation.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He is actually. If you break them, he gets really pissed. Like, in a kid way. He's clearly a little protective of his tools.
This is the Coupe's Kinema.
Kinema.
Auto carriage. You can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Just don't touch it. Foreshadowing. Just proceed with careful lollygagging.
The Coupe's motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? Yes, sorry about that. The Coupe's Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He likes it.
The Coupe's motorcar does provide most of our
We're not gonna close it. We're gonna open the... Before we call anything in, we're gonna go pry bar open something, because I've never gotten the chance to do that. I've never played with physical strength and pry barred something. Kuno, please be impressed. I'm gonna do some breaking. I also love that you can just run around with these things in your hands, and you can run around like and shine the light directly into people's faces with the flashlight all the time, which honestly is a very cop move. But yeah, I want to do it.
The quality of metal is not the problem. From what I see, it's...
Like, you didn't. I failed at being random macho testosterone man. Kim, I just wanted to break something. I just wanted to break something, Kim. It's been so weird recently. Got numbness in my right hand and things. Whatever. Ow!
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly not working.
No, I want to try it again. I want to do it. Where do I get the stuff that up to my physical instrument level anyway? Let's see, do I have anything on that takes my physical instrument stats down? Composure, Sappho Fair, interfacing, Inland Empire. Nope. I'll do a few more things and see if I get physical instrument up.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eye. You seem to be holding a cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. is letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in.
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
Except Kuno. It's honestly a very reasonable response to the smell of decay. Rod, I know people who work around dead things and dead animals generally, and it's not a smell you want to mess with.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making it worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head, if you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. I can't handle the headache.
Interesting. That's a little. It's a little lore point. So if he's around a corpse, he can't do anything to help himself with the scent, which is actually quite rough. It's more likely he can handle the smell. Unlike you. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've gotten that dialogue. So he's being, again, he's preserving my feelings, which he usually does.
That young woman, the gardener, mentioned she used salts for. If she doesn't have any.
I can't believe it's snowing again. It felt like springtime just a few days ago. Sure, I'm done with them. Go easy on that stuff.
Crunch the lunk. Sweden and oh, what did they call it? Godfold? I forget what the fake Germany is here in this universe. Godfold. By Falls and Werkzeug. Work tools. Werkzeug is work tools. There are several chain link fences in this game that I thought I could cut with this, and I could not. So that's a lie. I like him. It's one of the things, like, Kim doesn't mind not looking super macho all the damn time, which is great.
It felt like springtime.
There,
It's not gonna work.
looking right.
Kim's just like, we're cool. Sitting here sniffing a corpse, and he's like, yeah, you're not cool with that. I don't think I want to be a cop anymore.
Now does the wind right now.
He pets your back a lot, on your shoulder. He's so cute.
I've seen strong men turn themselves inside out for hours. You are facing tough outside. Alcohol withdrawal makes it considerably harder.
Volition can be really tough on you too.
I've seen captains puke their guts.
Tense, even a French person.
You never get used to the smell. Every Monday is cadaver day. Throw it, investigate. Throw it, initial autopsy. Throw it, baguette. Then drive to the station. Maybe throw up on the way there if you didn't bag the thing tight enough.
I'm not sure I got the dialogue ever before.
I think I've lost my sense of smell. Not being hungover helps.
He's like, what? Yeah, like I said, he's a lot of the time, if you're trying to do a good job, he will be very considerate of your feelings. If you're just fucking around, he's like, what do you know? I don't care.
An appropriate attitude. You need to get your shit together.
Why did I get my shit together?
We should go talk to the locals. Find something else to do while the wind changes. It's pretty bad right now. Give it half an hour. Get yourself together. Then come back and have another go.
This is basically a tutorial on how to internalize thoughts. That's what that's about, essentially.
There he still is.
Terrible corpse. Terrible, terrible corpse. I can't even get into that. I don't know. Can't even get into that thing. Very sad. Should I make a call into the... No, I think I'll stop for the moment. So I have mixed feelings. One, I miss conceptualization. You got a lot of fun little thoughts that pop over your head and that build off of other thoughts if you have conceptualization, and they're all kind of quirky and interesting. So I do miss having higher int, especially considering physical doesn't seem to be paying off yet and still low on those. So maybe I will work on getting conceptualization up higher. But I've gotten some dialogue for Kim that I haven't gotten before, which is funny. And I'm getting used to having the voicing on everything. There is one. Maybe a sea monster did this to the plaza. That's one of the checks I like a lot. And this is Renee and Gaston. I don't know why sometimes when I'm in this area, I'll be like, like the first time I played, I walked in here and had thoughts on how the game they were playing and then really fucked up playing it. But I haven't yet, when I've played, been able to try to participate again, like spontaneously. I don't know what the difference is. Oh, let's go into Roy's place real quick. Roy's my bud. What are these? Are these interfacing or interfacing? Ectochemistry. I don't want those right now. Oh, hey, dude. I don't think I've ever... This is a salami man. I've never met him.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife.
My friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating this salami.
Good bit. Somehow I've never been down here when the salami man is there.
A man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls. Wait.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer? I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks.
Yes, they do.
It also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here, especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then. Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church.
Bizarro church.
Not much use to the congregation, though. Yeah, not really much else. Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Yeah, he's gonna give Kim some too.
Why not?
Kim's okay with taking this guy's salami. Kim usually is like, I don't know, I'm not gonna take anything. Especially if I'm like, Kim, let's take stuff. He's like, no. Kim likes to raid on my prey.
Sure thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Now I have seen the famous Salami Man.
G'day to you, officers.
He hums a lot. Actually, he hums and whistles. How did you get that man, Slummy?
It's supposed to operate the water lock, but hasn't. Safety measure. Turns out the panel needs a special... It'll be restarted on Wednesday morning. You want to do the honors when the time comes? Great! Drop in on Wednesday if you want to see the water lock at work. They say the canal crew will be here at 7:15.
How did I not get those dialogues the first time I played? That's funny. Maybe they... I know the Salami Man is there because I'd heard about the Salami Man and been like, why? Oh, the hell is the Salami Man? How did I miss the Salami Man?
G'day to you, officers.
This is my fault. This is, as they say, this is my design. This is my design. I'm very happy about it. Oh, come on. That's sad. We'll get that. We'll get it worked out. Let's just go ahead and see, right? I think for the quests I might max my stats out. The vision quest.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
I liked his old voice actor better.
It was brought to me to be altered.
We are not here to investigate.
Or old delivery.
You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Oh, Kim likes it. Of course he would. I hadn't thought about that, but it's mechanical. Kim's just kind of generally impressed with any mechanical doodadery.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
I feel like it's the same voice actor maybe, and delivery's similar, but like not quite the same.
There's also the matter of rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light 700, the light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. Well, there are the cost of removal and rewiring. The most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary
I like Roy.
fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field.
I've written fic about Roy.
Suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago.
Alright, I gotta quit. Ah, Dolores Day. Sunset Tequila.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all real. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that.
Theoretically, could I bring it to a beach party?
Theoretically, yes, but we don't have time right now. It's generally murder investigation first, then beach party. That is the unofficial RCM motto, yes.
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
He likes sensation mixes, which is interesting to me.
If police...
Theoretically, yes.
You can play it any way you like.
No one can arrest for you.
You're a police officer. No one. If police were...
Theoretically.
I don't like beaches. They accumulate too many photons. It's always chaos out there. But live your life, man. You can use it at a beach party if you want.
Roy, I'm sorry, but my canon has it that you like beaches. Or at least not beaches, but the sensory experience of watching things that are at a beach. Oh, I play too many massively multiplayer games. I'm like, how do I sit down so I can log out? That's not how it goes. Yes, you ready for bed? Well, that's... So far the Final Cut hasn't had... I think I liked it better the other way, actually. Which is kind of what I've seen from other people who, similarly to me, mostly just read quickly. I also think I miss conceptualization. It's like I'm playing the Cliff Notes version instead of, like, the fun version with a lot of extra information. So I miss intelligence. Maybe I just haven't gotten the chance to hit enough things with physical yet, we'll see. But I have gotten a few things from Kim that were funny. I think that one of the character notes that makes you like him very quickly is the fact that, like, if you have Harry earnestly trying to do things, Kim is very thoughtful about your feelings. Like, he won't push you or mock you or hurry you if you are genuinely trying to do what he considers to be the right thing. Which, especially if you're someone who's neurodivergent, whichever terms are being used these days, is like the ultimate thing you want is just to have somebody be patient with your odd way of doing or figuring things out. It's just it's like he's your executive function who is also thoughtful, following you around. You're compassionate, snarky, dryly snarky executive function friend. Just, it's like, which would be perfect in real life. It'd be so nice to have one. Right now I just have my cat, who is trying to put her tail in my face and telling me it's time for bed. She's correct. Let's see. Oh, shit. I think I've had a few checks and things too that just haven't showed up that I thought I remembered. I must not have picked the right dialogue to use to get them. But that's it for the moment. Main menu. I don't know if I'm glad to be back playing. Probably played just now about 2 hours. But, glad to be back and around. Glad at least I know what's going on with my health. Even if it's intimidating. That's life. I'm slowly getting used to the fact that life does not give you any promises. You just keep going and nothing makes sense. And you can't really complain about it. Because nothing makes sense for anybody else either. It's not like you're getting the raw end of the deal with health and stuff. Nobody's doing it to you. just luck of events and the luck of genetics and circumstances and all kinds of things. That's actually what I enjoy writing fic for this game. Why? Part of why I enjoy is you can just write things that are about how weird aging is and how weird trying to deal with mortality is and how weird trying to deal with physical and mental issues is, and it just all fits into the setting really well. It's very cathartic to write. But that's it. I may continue to play it over the next few weeks or so. Probably not in any great hurry. I'll probably intersperse it with other things. But that's it. I do think if I was playing it for the first time, I would say play it without voices, and play it with high conceptualization and high sci, and you'll probably have the best time if you're like me and like to read quickly and like extra information. But it's interesting to see the choices they made with the voice actors. Some of them I like, some of them I don't. Oh, we'll see what I think of. Blah blah blah. A few others of them. And good night. Später.